Okay, our learning target for today, we want to be able to solve equations with special solutions, right? So far we've been solving an equation and we keep finding one answer to the equation. And it's always a number, right? Some type of a rational number. Today we're going to find there's a little bit of a twist to this. So example number 1. Now I kind of have to start with the distributive property because I've got x's on both sides of the equal sign. And the only way I can really deal with this is start with that distributive property. So I'll have to do 3 times 3x, I'll get 9x. 3 times 8 is 24, but notice there's a subtraction symbol in front of the 8, so I actually have to do 3 times negative 8 and get negative 24. And of course I can keep my equals 7x plus 4. Well, since I've got x's on both sides of the equal sign, and I want to get them on one side, I better subtract x from each side. 9x subtract 2x, 7x leaves me with 2x. And of course, I'll keep my minus 24. I'll keep my equal sign. 7x subtract 7x cancels out. I'll keep my 4. Notice since it was a positive 4, I don't need to keep the positive. Add 24 to each side. 2x is now 28. Divide both sides by 2. And x is 14. And you're thinking, yeah, that's pretty much how we've been doing this. Right? We just keep getting a nice answer, like here, x is 14. Example number 2. At first glance, you say, hey, it looks the same as example 1, basically. Right? Distributive property. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 5 is 10. Keep the rest of the equation. I don't want x's on both sides of the equal sign, so I'll subtract 6x from each side. And now we have something very interesting. We have 10 equals 1. That is not a true statement. There is no solution, right? So the answer is no solution. This occurs when the variable has canceled out and we are left with a false statement, right? There's no more x in the equation anywhere, and I've got a false statement, right? 10 does not equal 1. So the actual answer to the equation is no solution. Example number 3. Once again, I'll start out with the distributive property. 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times 21 is 42. Keep the rest of the equation. Subtract 10x from each side of the equation. And now I'm left with a true statement. 42 equals 42. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Reference, right? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, I should say. All right, 42. So instead of writing no solution, I write down that there's infinitely many solutions, right? Sometimes a mathematician might also call this like an identity, right? We can plug in anything we want for x and it's going to be a true statement, right? This occurs when the variable has canceled out and we are left with a true statement, right? 42 is equal to 42. So those are the 3 situations. We could get an answer, which is what happened throughout the first unit of study. We could come up with no solution. We could come up with infinitely many solutions. If you complete the worksheet and you understand what we're doing, I've got an exit ticket available. If you complete the exit ticket, I can then let you know which IXL we'll be working on. And if you did not understand that reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy a moment ago, started out as a radio show, and then it came out as a book, And there have been many developments after the book. There have been sequels to the book, and they've tried to make TV shows, and they've made movies. But that 42 is a number often associated with that book.